Welcome into our Dunkin Music Lounge virtually. With me right now from New Kids on the Block, Jordan Knight. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Good to
How you
see you, man.
doing?
You got the tour coming up, and I know a lot of people are excited for it. Going to be here in Connecticut, Xfinity Theater on August 2nd. You've got Paula Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff that are going to be on that as well. Kind of like a late 80s, early 90s, like just power lineup. How'd
Yep.
you get hooked up with them? Where'd the idea to go on tour with them come from?
Actually, we toured with Paula Abdul before, and it went great. Everybody loved it because the same songs that they were when they were listening to us. She was out at the same time, and she had like huge hits, Straight Up and others. And then so we toured with her before, so we said, hey, let's try it again. And we actually toured with Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince back in the day. We used to do like radio shows all the time, and they used to be on the same radio shows. So they had songs out at the same time that we did as well. So, like you said, it's kind of like a late '80s, early '90s package that we kind of put together, so people could kind of just reminisce and listen to all the hits from back in the day.
Yeah, and it's kind of like that radio show thing. I know back in the day, you guys would go to like Poughkeepsie, and then you would go to Hartford, and then you would go to Providence, then you would go to
Exactly.
Albany and Rochester and Syracuse. So, all those markets, I feel like, with you guys being from Boston, were probably gigantic New Kids on the Block markets back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, all those markets were huge, and people really appreciate it when you don't just go to the big cities. And a lot of times when we tour, we do just do the big cities. And this tour, we're doing like all outside sheds and venues. So a lot of those are in like these types of cities, not the major cities, but big cities, and there's definitely so much support, and love there. So we figured let's do those types of places this go around. So here we are.
Absolutely. So the tour is the Magic Summer 2024 tour. So basically, what you guys are doing is putting a new spin on the tour from 1990. Out of all the tours that you did, whether it be the radio tours you talk about or that tour, what made you guys say, all right, this is the tour that right here in 2024 we're going to recreate?
I don't know. We just try to come up with different themes every tour. So we just said like, let we haven't done kind of a theme on, like a new twist on our Magic Summer tour, and everyone loved it. I'll tell you this. It was like it's kind of for us. We're trying to redeem ourselves for the Magic Summer tour back in the day, because it was like it was one of our biggest tours, but one that we're not uh, extremely. We're proud of it, but not extremely proud of it, because it was just there was so much hoopla on the tour. We were so big, and we were kind of like personally so kind of separated. So we're like, now that we're such a tight unit, we want to redo it and do it right.
And go back out there and get. That's interesting that you say that, because I feel like that really was the peak, at least at that time, of you guys. In every album that you had at that point had been just banger after banger after banger. Speaking of that, you've got the new album, Still Kids, first album in 11 years, coming out in May. What can we expect from that? Like, obviously on the last one you had the duet with Backstreet Boys and everything. What can we expect from this album?
Um, I think it's I think a lot of people sometimes think like if older bands or bands that have been around in the past, like they come out and they do stale sounding music. It's not that way. It's nowhere near that. Like all this stuff sounds like something that would be on the radio today. And it's funny that I say that, because a lot of the songs do have a throwback sound, and that's because a lot of music you hear these days do have a throwback sound, like the
Dua
Weekend.
Lipa. Yeah, Dua Lipa in
Oh, Dua
particular.
Lipa too.
Yeah,
Yep.
70s. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. So it does have like that throwback sound, but it's like in a contemporary state.
Absolutely. Is there a different level of fans going wild when you guys play in New England compared to anywhere else, or is it kinda just the same no matter where you guys go?
I think it's a little more in New England because people feel our pride in the city of Boston and New England and this area. And I think we all feel like we're all on the same team. Same, it's like, we're all from the same place, so we just get that much more love and support when we come back home.
And I feel like New Englanders, like no matter where you are in the country, I went on vacation to Arizona last week, and there were a ton of people from New England that were out there, and they all just get pumped up, whether it be the Red Sox hat, whether it be, talking about the Patriots, whether it be talking about the Celtics. Like people from New England, they got this definite, like, stick together kind of attitude no
Yeah,
matter where they go.
it's true. It's you can't explain it. It is so true. There's so much unity, no doubt about it. Like there's so much unity and pride, and I don't know what it is, but it's like just the pride we have in our sports teams. The pride we have, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but we definitely stick together. And maybe it's our accents. I don't know what it is, but
But we got it. We got it.
yeah.
All right, so New Kids on the Block Day coming up on Wednesday, first declared in 1989. So they're actually going to have a great deal with the show here in Hartford for the Xfinity Theater, where people can get 4 tickets for only $89 and fees coming up on Wednesday. So when people come to the show, what's going to be like the can't miss moment? Do you guys already have like a can't miss moment in mind? Will it be a certain song? Will it be, when you guys do the right stuff or something like that?
um, I mean, that definitely is a can't miss moment. It's
Yeah.
definitely a can't miss moment for us because we love how the crowd reacts. Um, we try to like in our shows, we try to make a lot of moments. It's like it's just a string of moments that we try to put together. So I think the whole show is kind of like can't miss. But you know, um, I would say like when we play our hits, the hits that people know and grew up on, step by step, hanging tough, the right stuff, I'll be loving you forever, cover girl,
Yeah.
all those, please don't go girl, all those songs. I would say those are the can't miss.
Absolutely. All right. We look forward to it, man. August 2nd here in Connecticut, going to be at the Xfinity Theater in Hartford. Jordan, thank you for coming on in to our Dunkin Music Lounge virtually.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. See you all soon.